And of course, I'm starting on this note because my preoccupation. When we pray for each other, we will succeed. When we come to no matter, it becomes it needs all you need to pray put Liberia first. Because that's the only country we have, right? Very, very shortly, we begin talking about Liberia. Our interest. Again, let me say to you, happy and prosperous New Year. Because I'm sure we haven't spoken since the dawn of a new year. We don't want to produce a loving steward. Let us be good morning. That's reality, They think that they talk and fight. We can still eat cookies together. Do you want to doubt it, that? I know you wouldn't. And of course, let me say congratulations to all members of our staff, who walked away with prestigious awards. Specifically, the Employee of the Year, Anthony Williams. Congratulations. And of course, let me not leave out my indefatigable, illustrious, and hard-working producer. You don't know walk away with this award, no? You should take congratulations, Melvin Stewart. It's after 1 o'clock in Monrovia. Very, very shortly. We get into our discussions. When we come together as one, we will succeed. You get me to pray. When you get on your knees to pray, good Liberia first. Okay, you're listening to the SMS right here on your BC 99.9 and also focuses across our country. Our dear country, Liberia. I love this country, And so I thought to begin on that note with that song about now. That peace song, because, my preoccupation is just about our country, how we can move forward. To abuse the minds of some of our friends, our colleagues who still believe that we are still in the, campaign mood. No, not at all. And who still believes that, we still talking about politics and all of that. No, this is all about Liberia. How we all can put our effort, put hands on deck to move this country forward, because Liberia needs, the effort, a concerted effort. That's the only thing Liberia needs now. And so, often when I'm on the radio, my preoccupation, like I said, it's about the peace of this country. No matter who comes in as president of the country, because before even the president was elected, or whoever the president is, was elected, Liberia was still, in existence. So, President Weah will be, leaving the scene, and of course, coming in will be President-elect Joseph Yumabwaka, if they to leave tomorrow, because I know after maybe the 6 years of Ambassador Joseph Yumabwaka, I know he will leave the scene. That bureau will still, continue to exist. So no matter who gets in as president, our country is the common denominator. It's the only focus that all of us have now to ensure that we better our country. On the 22nd will be the inauguration. It will be when we'll be, seeing, witnessing the peaceful transfer of power. That can be so emotional. When you see the outgoing president, leaving the scene and the new one is inducted. That can be so emotional. I can remember former President Ellen Johnson said, if after she turned power over to George Weah, the president now. I saw the old man, she went to a vehicle and she asked her driver to sit on the side. It was very interesting, sitting on the other side, and the old man took the wheels and she drove herself. Oh, people were just looking, and that sort of ceremony can be too, interesting. And I'm sure all of us are getting set for the inauguration. If you haven't, prepare your suits, you have to do that now. For me, I think I have mine already. And of course, we'll all be on the Capitol Hill, where the inauguration will be taking place when President Weah will be leaving the scene, will be departing, handling the matter of authority to the president, the incoming president, Ambassador Joseph Yumabwaka, a man who credits with a lot of experience and wealth of experience. We credit him for that. Experience, added experience, educated. But we hoping, and we pray that, you'll smooth sail, you'll smooth well, you'll sail well rather, and our country will move on. Because you see, there are people, sometimes the leader means well for the country. We just recently, I will talk about that, very shortly. The leader means well for the country, but sometimes the people around the leader, the kitchen cabinet, they call them, those who think that they have proximity to the president, to the leader. Sometimes they are the ones who change their minds, and the leader to start governing wrongfully. But we're hoping that the incoming cabinet, those who will be around, the president, we're hoping that they'll be able to help the old man to run this country very well. Because, like I said, we know what he stands for. He's been talking about dreaming Liberia and building Liberia and all of that. So we know that's his focus. And we're hoping that, those who will be around the president elect, when he shall have been sworn in and becomes the president proper. We're hoping that those who will be around him will help him to govern well. But yesterday I was looking through the social media and I read something and I was able to capture that the chairperson of the inaugural committee, Madam Miata Formule, yesterday briefed the president-elect, His Excellency Joseph Yumabwaka, and Vice President-elect Jeremiah Kong on progress made thus far on the arrangements for the January 22nd, 2024 inauguration program. Inauguration for President-elect Joseph Yumabwaka and Vice President-elect Jeremiah Kong will take place on the grounds of the Capitol building, Capitol Hill, on the 22nd, like I just said, of January. In keeping with law, the inaugural committee has subcommittees constituted to meet specific needs of the inaugural program. So, you see, yesterday I held an interview with Data Formula last week, I'm sure. Yeah, I had an interview with her, and she was here talking about some of the progress they've made, and so she thought it prudent to go and brief her boss, the president-elect, on those progress. And I'm sure was quite pleased with the work that Miata Famble and the rest of the transitional team members are making to ensure we have a colorful inaugural ceremony. And Miata said, I asked her the question, I asked her what I should be, singing on that day, what I should be rendering a song on that day. She said, no, man, I'll be busy. I'll be here and there, and so I will not have the time to sing. But so Miata and her team yesterday met the president-elect, and briefed the president on the president-elect on the progress they've made relative to the inauguration on the 22nd of January. But one of the things she spoke about very well was the issue of cleaning the city. And of course, she made a passionate plea when she appeared on this program, asking Liberians, especially those living around, coming from the airport to central town, just clean your environment, clean your houses, let the guests that are coming in, let them see that, yes, indeed, it's a beautiful city. We see the houses are all painted, so let's clean the city. The issue with this city, being clean, is an HO problem. And it's good that the president-elect, Josephine Mboka, thought it prudent to begin on that note. And I can remember, in fact, we broadcasted it live when he launched that cleanup campaign. It's important because all of us, we need a place, a country that is clean, well clean. I went to Rwanda. We don't like to say these things because they sometimes they sound demeaning, but we have to because that's just reality. And some of us we see ourselves as realists, and so we say these things. We went to Rwanda. Kigali, that small city, far smaller than Monrovia. Let me put it that way. A very young country, far younger than Liberia. One day, then we saw the people seated, very clean. In fact, you can even wear your coat suit, your white coat suit, and just lie on the floor in the streets. But when you it's just we just want to appeal to all of us, appeal to our consciences. Yes, maybe in the past we didn't see that necessary, but we have to see it necessary now. And my disappointment highlight with our community members, our residents who will take the diet, the debris and bring and take the streets and the resort this huge, pack of garbage, stock of garbage. We have to desist from that. That doesn't help the image of our country. We'll be receiving guests. International people will be coming here because they want to see that transfer. They want to see that emotions, being exhibited. They want to see that. When Liberians will be celebrating and jubilating, the peaceful transfer of power. That we didn't go through the situation of war and people lost lives and properties, and we didn't go through that. The president will be peacefully handling over power. Our people want to see that and they'll be celebrating. We just celebrate in debris. No, we just celebrating died. So we want to appeal to our community leaders, our community workers, our community residents. Please organize yourselves in the way where when the houses, the residents around there, when they should find a place to stockpile their diets, and then later on, the community can find a way to dispose of it. But when you just leave the community members like that, and you just leave them undone, and everyone is doing just what pleases him or her, taking the diets from the home and bringing the diets in the streets. Can you imagine? I was speaking with the Joseph Block Atlanta campaign members and the head of the team, and he said to me, someone will come overnight, and clean the place, and our women will sweep, the volunteers will be sweeping and all of that overnight, and in the morning when you come back, the debts are restored. People take them from their homes and bring them and spread them in the streets. That's very unpatriotic. It doesn't show love for country. You can't do that. There's absolutely no way in any civilized society that people would do just that. I would do it around here. And I was speaking about Kigali when my good friend Clarence Jackson and I were part of a health survey team, that went to Kigali. I've been hearing about that city. I didn't know how clean and clean that environment is, that city is. Very small city, but very clean, and you could see that the people are organized. You could see that the people minds are set on bettering the country. Years they fought war before. Because sometimes when you talk and people say, the 50 years fratricidal war is the one responsible. No, we fought the war long since. We've ended that long since I think 2023. I hope I got right. We ended the war. We received, witnessed the arrival of peacekeepers who came, including, the president today, joined the international folks when they disarmed our fighting forces. We saw all of that. And so we've passed that nonsense. Nobody should be bringing war as an excuse. No. It's just about working on the mentality of our people. And that's the reason why the state broadcaster is very important. We're hoping and praying. Some of us will always pray because we are Christians. We love prayers because we know prayers answer solve problem. So we're hoping and praying that the new leadership that will be coming in will put some premium on the state broadcaster. Because this is where we'll be able to work on the mentality of our people, the minds of our people. When the state broadcaster is well funded, you have programs in place and our people will begin to get the messages. Today, we have the language radio that very shortly will be inaugurating. And then the new team will be coming to take over that, the language radio. We have the mental, which is just for relaxation, But I'm saying to you that when the new administration comes, we're hoping and praying that they'll put some premium, they'll put some priority on the state broadcaster, because this is where we'll be able to work on the psyche of our people. The reason why our people will take the dead from their homes and take them to the streets? Because they are not getting sufficient education. They are not getting the education. They don't know. Their mind is not that enlightened that when you take bags from your house and put in the streets, you are creating health hazard for your country, for your citizens, for your friends. They don't know all of that. They feel that, let me just sweep and take the dirt and put in the plastic bag or the empty rest bag and throw in the streets. No, and they don't have that enlightenment, that education. They think that is good to do, and that's the reason why they are doing it. So I want to appeal to all of us as we get set for that historic, occasion, the inauguration of the new president, the incoming president, the president-elect Joseph Boakai. Let's keep our city clean. I want to appeal to all of us. Let's keep our city clean. Those houses that are along the roads, leaving the international airports, and come paint your house. I don't think it's that costly. Paint your house. Let the international guests see that, yes, indeed, these people are clean people. And this is why I said for the inauguration. Paint the house. Enter Miata, we often call her, was on this platform when I conducted an interview for them. It was something that she was stressing. Let's paint our houses. Keep the city clean. Join the team that's volunteering to keep the street. You then you will say, "Oh, I don't want to come in the street and sweep," but you can help the people by making sure that you order it. Put your diet together. You process your diet well, and you package it well, and you dispose of it well. You don't bring it into the streets. You don't do that. It doesn't show any sign of patriotism. It doesn't show any sign of love for country. I see this and I will continue to see it. That's because when we get to this platform, our mind is preoccupied with the destiny of our country, with the direction of our country. I love Liberia. And every time I come on, I want to talk about Liberia. Because that's the only country. You don't expect the Ghanaian. You don't expect the Sierra Leonean. Not the Nigerian. No, the people have their own wahala in their country. You don't expect them to come and talking about your country. No. So it is our responsibility. That's the reason why some of us like to lead the discourse on how our country can be better, on how our country can improve, on how we all can, do away with that polarization of the country. No, because this is the only country we have. So I want to appeal to all of you. Now, let me get to the next discussion. Again, it's about Liberia. And we see that happening often. We're hoping that it doesn't creep into the new administration. Yes, you have people of that nature. For every time a leader takes a decision, people criticize, condemn, and bring that leader into public disrepute. It happened, and we're hoping that it doesn't creep into the new administration. Just quite recently, and again, before I can talk about this, Liberia went through a lot. This country suffered a lot. We don't see that the country is prepared once again to go through. When you, as a Liberian, when you begin to build that mindset about the love for country, you always respect your leader. You always respect a decision that your leaders made. But if you think that, I'm on different planets, I'm not in Liberia, I'm not in Liberia, then you always be a hazard to your own country. You always be a source of confusion, a source of danger to your own country. I want to appeal to our consciences. I know just quite recently, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia is still the president. He has all of the constitutional prerogative. He has all of the constitutional mandate to make whatever decisions he wants to take or make. Recently, the president makes two major appointments. I'm sure we know about the situation at the judiciary, where my own old man, I haven't seen for long. He's been battling with sickness. Judge Nambe, and I can remember one point in time, he was again absent for a protracted period. He had to go to seek medical attention, all of that. Now this time around, he said he was retiring, and so that position couldn't be vacant until the new administration comes in. No. And so His Excellency started prudent, looking around for professional people, and he picked the Minister of Justice, Councillor Musa Dane, a very astute, lawyer of our time. I know him very well, And again, there were individuals who thought that that decision should have been made. Aside from that, the president again, just a few days ago, appointed another astute son of this soil to the LRA after that sad incident happened, resulting to the death of the commissioner general, who we are still mourning today. And I know next week, 2 days to do the funeral arrangement or whatever. We'll be doing a special show on this platform. I will have a few of his colleagues. He mingled with, he interacted with, he went to school with. I'll have them on this platform, and of course, we'll be eulogizing him. That is 2 days to the funeral of Thomas Dodman. And so the president, in his wisdom, decided to again fill that vacancy. The country got to move on. The government got to function, especially that place that is so sensitive, very sensitive to our revenue generation, very crucial, critical, important. The president thought that that place shouldn't be vacant, that position shouldn't be vacant, and he sought to appoint another astute young man, who has worked over the years, contributed to this country over the years to that position. Again, there were naysayers who thought that, hey, the decision was not timely, and of course, the place there is. But you see, again, like I said, this country suffered a lot. It is time that we should begin celebrating our professionals. It is time that we should begin giving that accolade to our professionals, especially those who have availed themselves for making meaningful impact in the society. It's time to begin to celebrate them. Gone should be the days in this country that we allow that crowd mentality to swarm, to overwhelm our reasonability. Gone should be the days. Because I know that some of the things are creeping this new administration. Again, people will be given jobs, and there will be others who will be hanging around and condemning those people, criticizing those people. I know it will happen in the new administration. What is wrong with the president nominating a younger professional, a man who has made impact in society, a man who has achieved a lot? What is wrong with the president bringing such a person and nominating such a person to the Senate to steer the affairs of the LRA? I'll be looking because I was able to go through, because I've heard about some of the things in this and that person. I would thought to lay hands on his profile, and I'll be going through that. I'm making reference to some more locally. Yes, I know maybe you may have your own, beef. But on the overall, let's look at the country Liberia. It's not about your personal beef. It's not about your discontent or disagreement you have with the president in the past. And some people, they don't even have any disagreement. They don't have any discontent. But the point is that If they're not them, they should be another person. That crap mentality. And when you continue to allow yourself to be driven by that crap mentality, at the end of the day, you see nothing good. Everything that happens or comes or happens under your nose or happens, in your eyes, you will not see it to be anything good. Because you feel it didn't happen for you. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't absolutely work that way. God favors who He wants to favor. Yes. If you are a Christian or one who reads the Bible, you will know how God favors people. He favors who He wants to favor. He doesn't ask anybody to say, should I favor John Brown or favor Peter Paul before the president can announce his name as XYZ. God favors who He wants to favor. That's the reason why they call it the biblical account. David was in the field. He was not around. He was not home. No, he was not. He was picked by divine arrangement. So God favors who He wants to favor. So the president has appointed these two young and these two astute sons of the soul. Let's celebrate them. And that became critical of the decision, critical of them, and saying all the people, all that people, and let's stop that. It will not sell well for this country. It will not serve well for the image of our country. Let's do away with that. Let's eschew ourselves tendencies in this country. That somebody is nominated, and instead of us celebrating the president and even praying for the president to go in there and perform, we begin to denigrate the president. Let's stop that. It will not help this country. The Liberia Revenue Authority, like I said, is very critical. That's the arm of government that is responsible, that is taxed with the responsibility to raise revenue for the country. That's the arm of government. Very crucial and critical. In the absence of that institution, the government can raise revenue. No. And so the president sent in somebody there. And not just anybody, but someone who's highly qualified and competent. Then we still try to denigrate or say the worst about the president. Back him off. It will happen, and that's the reason I'm saying this. Because I know it will happen in the new administration. We'll hear about names, and there will be people who will be on the other side and condemning those people. Condemning the names that the new president naming and nominating for as a position of the country. Yes. People who feel that if it is not them, it should be them. There are people who just believe in a mentality. There are people who believe in mentality all the days of their lives. And at the end of the day, you will not make it. Even if they appointed you. Having condemned somebody, having criticized somebody, even if they appointed you, you're not achieve. You're not make it. You're not perform. Because you sow the seed. You know why it is? That when you begin to talk about people, you know what you're doing to yourself? You are building and digging the hole for yourself, the pit for yourself. Because at the end of the day, the same thing you did to others will do it to you. That will be the seed that you'll be sowing. That's the reason why we need to celebrate our professionals, especially people who are prepared. People who say, well, if I'm given the opportunity, to serve my country, I will do. People whose mindset is about public service. I was interviewing Miata Farmul, and I was just looking in your face. And all there were individuals who, when she was named as the inaugural committee chair, I know there were people, well, they're bringing Miata again, or these people about recycle. Listen, the fact that those people are prepared and they are willing to serve the country. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Because it will take us again long years to build professionals of those nature. You can build them so easily. Someone who has a long years of experience. Someone who took years or went to school to qualify himself or herself. It will take you long years. If we decide, okay, all those people, let's put them aside and think, young stars, hey, listen, you think how can they move forward? The people got us saying that you plant the new mat on what? The old mat. Because those people are people who have long years of experience. They can help the younger generation. So it is what these two individuals are making reference to. The man are nominated as a judge, as a member of who will be sitting on the Supreme Court bench. The Minister of Justice, someone who has been in the legal profession for quite a long while. He has handled high-profile cases and won some of them. The guy on the cassette, I was able to lay hands on his profile. I'll read that very shortly. I'll read his profile so that you can know the person I'm making reference to. I wish I had a profile too of the Minister of Justice. And I will lay my hands on it, I'm sure, before Monday, before my next appearance on this program. I will lay my hands on that. But currently, I have the profile of Samora, and I'll read it. I know I have almost the entire country listening. This is this platform that goes far than all the other smaller stations make a reference that people go to, And we are not saying you can go to those stations and appear, And we know that if you came on the state broadcaster, or you are spoken about on the state broadcaster, almost the entire country, yes, about you. And so I'll be reading this profile very shortly. But I'm saying to you that we should start just begin celebrating. We should begin celebrating our professionals and not condemning them. I was going through a list, that I saw, and I saw some names on the list, from the incoming administration. Well, it's yet that's yet to be confirmed, and I saw a name there on that list. And I know there will be individuals who will be all those people now, recycling. We are not. We are professionals that we should celebrate. They are coming in to provide leadership, to provide good governance. Let's celebrate them. Let's do away and shoot and remove that mindset. I was thinking, that thoughts that these people were around before and they are coming again. Hey, who do you expect to come again? You expect a Ghanaian to come? You expect the president-elect to go to Ghana to bring the Minister of Finance, or to go to Ghana to bring the Minister of Agriculture, or to go to Sierra Leone to bring the Minister of Public Works? No, you don't expect that. You don't expect that. You expect the professional librarians who've taken time, who over the years prepared themselves, who over the years contributed to nation building. Those are the people you will see that again will come to public service. And we got no doubt about the ability to perform. Let me go through this because I know I'll open the lines again. for us to interact. Let me just read this. What I have, like I said, I'm sure tomorrow or Monday, I will able to lay hands on. I'm hoping that I can do that. To lay hands on the profile of the minister of the outgoing minister of justice who's been nominated by the president recently. These are things that we'll do here so that our people know who are those people. Even if some of us have the opportunity to still be on the state broadcaster when new administration comes, anytime a new name is announced, we'll bring the profile of the president to your doorstairs so that you know them, so that you know what they've achieved over the years, so that you know what they've acquired over the years. That's the role that will continue and will always play there. Well, the profile of Anthony Samoa, he's a war colleague, PhD, he's doctor, Got to see all the acronym CFE, CA, CPA, they were like accounting, FC, FRP, FRPA, FFA, the UK, CTP, LLB, that's a long list, but that just tells you that this person is inundated with a long years of preparation. Okay, let me go forward. Anthony Dr. Samura is a war according with stands as an accomplished and esteemed Liberian public financial expert and lawyer. He's a public financial expert and lawyer. Yes, he's a lawyer as well. Not just financial expert, but a lawyer as well. Marked by illustrious academic journey and a distinguished career with over 80 years of impactful service, Dr. Wolo Korea has embodied a resolute commitment to both academia and the public service, influencing and inspiring countless aspiring young Liberians through his role as a university assistant professor. Now, this is saying to you that the man didn't just acquired all those knowledge, but he's also using that to build professional young Liberians. Dr. Walker's career spanning public finance, certified public accounting, forensic auditing, and law showcases his ethical professionalism and dedication. Presently, serving as the Deputy Minister for Fiscal Affairs at Liberia's Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, he manages the nation's fiscal economy, designs fiscal policies, and supervises all government accounting operations and expenditure proposals. His previous roles include managing, but before I go to the previous role, let me again state this. Currently, he's serving as the Deputy Minister for Fiscal Services at Liberia's Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. Now, listen to his role. He manages the nation's fiscal economy. That's the role he's playing currently. I will talk about the next nominee next either tomorrow or next week. Yes, I hope I can lay hands on his profile. But I'm talking about the man appointed recently to serve as the Commissioner General at the LRA. Currently, he's managing what? The nation's fiscal economy. He designs fiscal policies and supervises all government accounting operations and expenditure proposals. His previous roles include managing partner of Bitcom Incorporated, Liberia Director of Internal Audit at the Ministry of Finance, and various high-level positions in renowned firms. He's not just a novice. You know, it's good to say this because some people go, "Oh, the man, Johnny just can't." No, and we will see this thing creeping in. I'm saying them now because we'll see them creeping in the new administration. There'll be names that will be announced by the president-elect. Will be then the president, Joseph Boaka, and people again will start. Wait, who is this person? Hey, who is that person? But they will not. You know, someone said, education polishes the mind. They will not take the time off to say, let me look at this person's CV. Let me look at the profile. What have they done before? What can they do? But the mindset is because they're not me. So I'll make sure I will condemn that other person there. That clear mentality. But hey, I want to challenge all of us. Now look, when the person is announced in the next government, in the new government, do a research of them and see who they are. In academia, Dr. Walcott imparts knowledge at esteemed Liberian universities. His expertise extends to lecturing at prestigious universities and speaking engagements at international forums. He is an acclaimed researcher and is currently an assistant professor of accounting at the Stella Maris Polytechnic University, University of Liberia. His rich career in consulting, risk management, and audit practice across national and international markets reflects his versatility and multidisciplinary areas. That's it. You know, because he has built his capacity, because he has been able to, make use of his time. Today, he's also lecturing at public universities. Stella Maris, the University of Liberia, he's giving back to society. And that's it there, giving back. There are people who've learned. There are people who call doctors today. There are people who we call professors. They are not giving back because they are so mean with what they've learned. But this astute son of our soul, he's back. So is that work again? Dr. Walker's expertise spans various domains, including business, evaluation, corporate strategy, governance, financial management, litigation, and project management. He's currently a director of philosophy, PhD, reading economics at the Faculty of Social Science and Law for Bay College, University of Sierra Leone. He holds a Doctor of Philosophy PhD and a Master's in Forensic Accounting and Audit in February 2020 and February 2016, respectively, from the Charisma University in Talks and Cahos Island, a Master's of Business Administration in Accounting from the Carleton University in 2007, and Bachelor of Law from the prestigious Louis Arthur Graham School of Law. People can say Louis, not Louis, Louis Arthur Graham School of Law. So you see those credentials? Not just credentials. Let me go further a bit. Time is trying to catch up with me now. A member of several professional bodies, including the Liberia National Bar Association, Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana Liberian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, International Institute of Certified Forensic Investigation Professionals, Liberian Institute of Tax Practitioners, Institute of the Financial Accounting, and the Institute of Public Accounting. Australia. You see, those are international and national bodies that he associates, that he's a member of, that locally has overseen impactful audits for usage, contractors, and implemented system improvements in organizations demonstrating adherence to auditing standards and fostering internal control enhancement. That was one of the things he did with the UC audit. He has authored two books, Forensic Accounting and um, analytics, and a pension fraud administration, a story of selected administrators in Liberia and combating money laundering, a guide to forensic investigation professions. Those are two books he wrote. He wrote those books. And finally, because I know maybe you want to interact with me briefly before I can go, finally, let me see what is here. Like I said, I hope to do that next week with the profile of um, the man, the minister, the Agro Minister of Justice, what they're also named. Samora is married. Okay, so Mistress, this one is private. Is married to Mistress Christine Reeves locally, and has been married for over 10 years. And the marriage is blessed with two children. Samora is a locally union, and Chris Stan Siane Warlock. He is a devoted Christian and member of the Roman Catholic Church. So you see, there's one thing to bottom of people when you don't know something. That's the reason why every time before you engage your mind or your thoughts or whatever, or open your mouth to speak, do your own research. Say, look, this person has been appointed, because the reason why I'm saying this, it will happen in the new administration. We'll hear names and people will say, oh, John Brown is named as this, oh, Peter Paul, and they don't even know those people. And some of the people who are always at that end of criticizing and condemning, there are lesser people, they don't even have the time to do research on those people that they are criticizing. But it's good, it helps the discourse. But we here at the state broadcaster will always not join the fray, because our role is to give our people enlightenment. Our role is to give our people education. Our role is to give our people, teaching, so that when they learn it, they'll see, yes, I read it from the state broadcaster. That's the reason why, like I said, if we are still here, some of us as the state broadcaster, and the president when he's now become president and he's making appointments, we'll be looking to the profile of some of those people that will be coming aboard, because we want to elect you so that you don't join the naysayers who are only on the sideline, just to criticize people for no reasons, because they are swamped with that crab mentality, because they're not them, so it shouldn't be somebody else. But let me open it down briefly. If you wish to interact with me quickly on 0776-540-987. I started with the inauguration that is coming up. I'm hoping that all of us can get set for that. I'm hoping that all of us can get ourselves prepared so we can watch that ceremony, that emotional ceremony. Like I said, when the former president Johnson said it, when she handed over power to George Weah, I saw the woman, she won your car and asked her driver to sit on the other side, and she took the wheels. That was so interesting. Now we're going to see more interesting scenes, at that inauguration. operation. I will be there. We'll be behind our broadcast booth, So 0776, if you wish to interact with me, 540 just briefly, and then we take leave of you. Good morning. I'm okay, man. Steve, how you doing? Okay, let me hear from you quickly. Steve, do you?
If God is judgment on the in the church, everybody will go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bad thing for President Weah to nominate. But it matters what question that they are nominating.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same locally who is you are hired on the business instead of the president.
I think we're looking at of the line. Let's look at the capability. Let's look at the competence. Let's look at the qualification. I listen to this calls me. I listen to President Johnson said, "Yes, I'm coming." When she took over, she said, "Recruitment in our government will be based on three pillars: incorruptibility, competence, and qualification." Let's look at those three. Good morning. Yes, sir. Let's hear from you quickly.
My name is James Shara.
Yes, sir, James.
In my layman understanding, two position is a tenure job. So, in my own understanding, as my own analysis, I believe if you are leaving a position for the incoming government, but then it is in his constitution that is as a condition right to appoint, even if it can be 1 day to inauguration,
surely
as a condition for him to appoint.
Okay.
But when you look at the other side now, is the person which you have nominated or whatever position you are given is a tenure job. So I believe in my mind you should leave the position for the incoming.
Okay, many sense. I think you made a point already. You said, well, it's his prerogative, it's his constitutional mandate to appoint him that one day he's still in office, and so we can go over and over and overlapping that. Let's hear from you. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what's the problem.
Go ahead quickly.
As I was saying, it is a civic.
But listen. Hello. I think. Let us not. No, listen to me. Oh, you can be causing the distractions on the phone. We're looking at people's capability and competence. I don't think we're going to go deep into people's history and what they've done. If that's the case, some of the names that we heard before in the past. In fact, some of the people in front will be coming in. Will not be coming in. Good morning.
Good morning. Senior Brother John.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear from you quickly. Marlon Johnson's in the back already. Yes, go ahead. Hello? Oh, he's off the line. Okay, I take just two more calls and I'll wrap it up. Quickly. 0776 540 987. Like I said, Marlon Johnson's on my back. I have to leave from here quickly. I have to be time conscious now. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Antonio. From Kenya.
Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, that's how you were saying. Because you were saying because the leadership is from God. And when I heard you saying let's be the criticism and focus on our appearance, qualified to be where they're supposed to be. And I heard that name coming from Grand here, and saying you're the one that employ other people from other countries. And I hear you saying let us leave the other country people and leave our own people within our country. And when God choose David, leadership is from God. And God ready for you to have a leader. Let you be a leader and all to follow. Let him pray for that person will come up for the betterment of tomorrow.
Amen. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's take the last one. Let's take the last call quickly because I'm not losing my mind. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, Brother George. I was on the line and so okay. I just want to make my point quickly in 1 minute. So, like I was saying, right? I do support every Liberian who will go to school and acquire knowledge to come back and serve their country, in every form and manner. But I want to say this, is that we have to critique our leaders when it comes to national scene. For me, I believe that Samara Oroko is educated. He did have the necessary qualification. But when it comes to people critiquing him, we should have some people who are critiquing because he's a Liberian, he's coming to public service. I, one person from the United Party, has said I won't have any problem that when Joe Parker elect even the party chairman of the CDC, I won't have problem because every Liberian should serve the country regardless of political travel line.
Okay, many thanks, many thanks. I think you made the point already. Really appreciate. Yes, we can, but we have to do it now. Not with that emotions, not with biasness. Because I have beef with the president in the past, the president did this, the president did that. It will not help our country. Where we are now as a country, I was just talking about my visit to Rwanda, that small country, Kigali. Go see how clean the city is. And when I was talking about the cleanliness of our city, that the inauguration is coming, we have to keep the city clean. Go see Kigali. I'm sure my brother Clarence Jackson can attest to what I'm talking about. Go see system in the people's street. Go see cleanliness. So this is what Liberia wants now. Liberia doesn't want any free. Liberia doesn't want any criticism, condemnations, because if you will continue to criticize, we'll not go further. We'll not go further. We will be at the point we are. And at the end of the day, Liberia will go down deep into the pit. Because you don't expect the Ghanaian to come here to do what they're supposed to do, what Liberians supposed to do. You don't expect, President-elect Joseph Boakai tomorrow when he becomes president. You don't expect him to go to Ghana to bring somebody. And I know that just how people again, there'll be people naysayers on the other side. Oh, why, Ambassador Boakai brought this person? Why the Ambassador Boakai brought this person? They will start talking again. Liberia doesn't need that now. Liberia does not want that now. No. Liberia wants total inclusion and a mindset that will build and rebuild this country. Let me leave now quickly because, like I said, Marlon's behind on my back now. Because I'm leaving my song, and then now, like I said to you, anytime I come on, I'll play this song. Saba George is my name. There's no second chance for first impression. I know Melvin Stewart will be here tomorrow. Or maybe tomorrow I'll be here. But Monday, I begin fully. Until after inauguration. Have a pleasant day.